Yo, what's up? It's your boy Boss, and thank you for subscribing. Before I get on to it, I like to give you this first. I want this to be the very first thing I give you. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it before I get into all that. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't know how I wanted to start, how I wanted to put all this, and I'm gonna start out like this because this is the most common sense to me. And what I'm gonna discuss to you in this segment right here is how to learn. You know what I'm saying? Because we all don't learn the same way. We don't learn the same fashion. You know what I'm saying? We don't learn the same way. We don't. It don't come across to us, and you know what I'm saying. That's truth. Because let's take school. A lot of people don't learn nothing in school. Period. And drop out. You know what I'm saying? Some people forced to drop out, but they might have learned that way. Most of them probably didn't. But the whole catch, what I'm trying to get is it's a way to learn and it's a way not to learn. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff that they giving you and trying to tell you and show you, that's cool. But everything in school is the same layout that was 80 years old. That's 150 years old. Don't nobody learn like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to learn like that no more. And the first thing about learning is you gotta want to learn. You gotta want to know something. Just because we told you you gotta learn this doesn't mean you want to learn it. Look at all the people that graduated, that went to college and graduated and did all this other stuff. What they doing? 90% of them, I bet you ain't doing what they went to school for. I bet you. Why? Because it's not really like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we gotta really look at. That's what we gotta really concentrate on. Is what they done showed you your whole life is a mirage. It's a trick. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a double-edged sword. And to prove it, you know what I'm saying, just look. 90-some% of people that graduate don't go to college. Or they graduate college, don't get a job in their profession. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a waste of time. They wasted their life away. And I'm not saying don't learn, you know what I'm saying, but you got life that's gonna pop you upside your head every time. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter what you do. So you gotta learn how to do for you. You know what I'm saying? Do things that make you happy. Things that change your life and make things better for you, not nobody else. Don't worry about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Things that you want will come in due time if you strive for them. And that comes to my way of learning. I looked at a whole bunch of stuff and it really, you know what I'm saying, waste of time. But it wasn't a waste of time. I learned a whole lot of stuff before I learned what they was talking about. Before I can really implement the things that I learned. You know what I'm saying? And dang, I got a list over here to make sure I don't go off track. Yeah. And they say, you know what I'm saying, 10,000 hours. Make you a master, make you a professional, make you the boss. 10,000 hours. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't take 10,000 hours. It don't really take 10,000 hours. It only take 20 hours. Well, yeah, it only take 20 hours. But It's a catch with that. And what the, yeah, it's a breakdown. And I put breakdown up there because you got to break things down when like you want to learn. Like let's take golf. Yeah, let's take golf. You thinking learning golf is just one thing you learning, right? No, you learning how to hit off the tee. You learning what club to use with, what driver to use with. You know what I'm saying? The distance you going. You learning how to hit off grass instead of off a tee. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to putt. And then you gotta have accuracy. With all that, that's 5 different things. You know what I'm saying? In one sport that you learn. So what do? You break it down. That's 5 different things. So it's 5 different things or 5 different areas I gotta learn to learn this one thing. What's the most important? And you do that one first. Then you know what I'm saying, you go to the second and the third. And once at you doing that to make time shorter for you. You know what I'm saying? To learn faster, to learn better, to learn quicker. You know what I'm saying? And once you break everything down, you research it. What do I mean by researching it? Go find 5, 6 people in your same niche, your same area that's doing the same thing, and read through their stuff. What? But don't like read it word for word. You skim through it. You know what I'm saying? You skim through all 5 of them. You find out the similarities. You find out stuff that separates them from the other person. You know what I'm saying? That helps you in your learning and your everything. That helps you. Once you get them 5 people and you see how they doing things and how it's really like set up, it's yeah, after you get your subcategories and you research it, yeah, you put it's time. And what I say about what I mean about that is you have to break them categories down in times. Which one you gonna do first? Which one you gonna do second? And they say most of the time it's a half hour to an hour. I say 45 minutes. That's in the middle of both of them. That's the time you should give yourself. And you break them down into, you know what I'm saying, little subgroups so you can take them subgroups and you learn them subgroups. That's all you got is an hour. But you ain't got an hour in a day. Life is in the way. I understand that. Do it at night. Do it before you go to bed. Why? It helps with 2 reasons. You know what I'm saying? You go have the time you need to study and to try to learn it. And for 2, it's go sit there and bounce in your brain all night. For real. And I'm gonna get into a little bit more about that, but that's what it do. It helps you. If you do it at night, it helps you. You can do it in the daytime. You can do it whenever you want to, as long as you learn it. But life gets in the way for real. And I know that because I'm struggling with the stuff that I'm telling you because life gets in the way. Me making these videos, me doing stuff that I supposed to be doing to try to help y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm making money other type of ways and doing stuff other type of ways, and this is basically on the burner that I'm trying to pull off the burner. So you gotta commit. You gotta make a promise with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta hold up to that promise. You gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying, you do what you promise. This will help you. This go put you in a better situation. So why you doing all this other stuff? Cause I gotta live. I understand that, but you can't live 24 hours every day. It's not working. You gotta give out some time for yourself. And you say you giving time for yourself. You doing this and doing that, but you still giving it away to somebody else. Going out drinking, going out smoking, that's giving it away to somebody else. I know it helps you relax, and I know, you know what I'm saying, you gotta relax sometime. You gotta let your hair down sometime. I understand all that. But give yourself a half hour to an hour every day. And what that's gonna do is open up the boundaries. And open up the boundaries of you doing something for you. You bettering your life. So try to do it at night. Cause it it'll help you, you know what I'm saying, think more about the situation, about what you actually doing. You know what I'm saying? And when that happens, you learn more. I mean, you thinking about it all night, you learn more. And when you do that, you know what I'm saying, it sticks. You come out with plans and situations, and it sticks. If you do it at night, somehow it sticks. You dream about it all night, and you know what I'm saying, you come up with ideas and come up. That's how you really do things. And look at the way, you know what I'm saying, we're not. Look at the world as it is right now. They're not nobody doing none of them. So look what they doing. They mad. I was a gangbanger too. They mad. That's what they is. They ain't really got no money. You know what I'm saying? When they do get money, they don't know what to do with it. So they go spend it on the most expensive thing that they can spend it on. So it can hurry up and get out their hands. And they looking fly and they looking like this, and people go give them the attention that they want. They don't care about the money they got. They don't care about, you know what I'm saying, what they had to do to get there. They at the end already. Don't nobody care about the journey. They just want to be there. It's so fast out here. That's all people want to do is be there. You say this, I'm there, and I'm having fun. You disconnecting from life. You indulging in, you know what I'm saying, whatever activities, disconnecting from life and trying to stay away from life because something is making you, you know what I'm saying, mad, or something that is not going right. We'll get into that too. But, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to give you this to tell you how to learn. Because the wrong way to learn is what we doing now in the schools and in here doing this and doing that. A perfect example, Kevin Gates. I listen to him all the time. I'm not doing this to say I hate him or I'm putting him down or nothing like that. I listen to all his albums. I listened to him when dude was a shouter. You know what I'm saying? It probably been about 20 years I've been actually listening to this guy. But that, you know what I'm saying, puts me into he learned everything the wrong way. Let's take his Muslim. Everything he doing is right. It means what it say it is, but in America we is double jeopardy. Just because you said over there they say Allah mean this, well here it don't. You can't shoot us in the head because they told you to. They live over there. You live over here where it's different rules, different regulations, different strategies. You know what I'm saying? People over here kind of schizo. Like, I'm a, I'm a gangster. And for real, I used to like shoot at people under the five and all that other stuff. You say you're a Muslim in the Midwest, where you say they trying to label as you gangbanger. I know you Muslim. And you know what I'm saying? I honor the fact that you Muslim. But in the same token, nobody on the streets really honor you as a Muslim. You a gangbanger. You a Blackstone. You know what I'm saying? A vice lord. Period. They don't care what you saying. That's a mirage, a scheme. You know what I'm saying? And you doing a lot of little bitty ones to make them say that you using Muslim as a scheme. And it's not like that. I know you ain't using Muslim as a scheme and you don't care about this but the big picture, all them people over there want you to kill everybody over here, even Muslims. Why? Because they ain't they Muslims. They ain't they people, and you want to be over there, so you go be part of them. You go move over there, because around here, you ain't no Muslim by doing that. People that don't know nothing about Muslims, people that don't know nothing about the fact, look at you and be like, you Blackstone, you Vice Lord. We don't care what you saying. That you lying to us. We know what that is. We see people every day kill people and sit there and sell dope and do drugs and all this and be like, all well, on almighty folk, almighty folk. Why? Because I'm not your foe, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not your mo, you know what I'm saying? But I am your mo. Everything has two, you know what I'm saying, two ways of going about everything. So you gotta learn. Not just do and because somebody told you this and that. Well, I'm or walk like this and I'm gonna lead like this and I'm gonna do like this. You gotta learn where you leading at. You gotta learn where you walking at. Cause a person like me will sit there, you come over, you know what I'm saying, in Chicago and bring drinking and your kids in Chicago and all this and that, you know what I'm saying? I love you, but coming around us and be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, Mario. We go kidnap Drinker. We go kidnap your kids. Cause you don't even know what you're doing. And we go make you go crazy. We go make you put yourself out there. Where you go to jail for the rest of your life, or we go kill you. That's how we play. For one, you got too much money. So we know how to play with people that got money. They want to hide and send other people. We know how to play with them. You don't really know about the culture. So we go use that all the way against you. See, we know your culture. We know your laws. But you don't know our laws. You don't know our culture. Just like them people over there. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the temple, they no, you're not this. You gotta pray like this. So what you doing? You praying like they tell you to pray. You doing like they told you to do. You know what I'm saying? This is not really the Mecca. You gotta accept that. You can't sit there and make excuses. You can't sit there and lie to yourself. You can't sit there and keep grabbing them little boys like they go save you and keep your business up and you know what I'm saying and all that. It's BWA. I understand that. But guess what? Them little kids thinking about who gonna put money in their pocket. You thinking about how you gonna keep your business by they keeping about how they gonna keep their money in their pocket. You actually tricking them. You actually, you know what I'm saying, doing exactly what Birdman doing. But you was up under Birdman, so I understand that. That's what you see, that's what you act. You know what I'm saying? That's what got you to the point that you at right now. So why change something that's not broke? I understand that. I'm not saying really like the change and to be like, ooh, that's what all them people over there want you to do. They don't want you to die. They want you to just give up all your money. You know what taxes is? Taxes is the bank getting their money back. We gave, or the banks gave the United States some money. The treasurer, it don't belong to the United States. It's under the United States because they owe the United States. Or the United States owe them. So they have a bank inside the United States to get their money. They ain't playing about their money. Them people tell the government, you owe us $5 trillion. And you gotta give us 50% of that every year. That's some money, bro. We hurting out here because they taking all our money. They get 10% of the billions in taxes that they get. Let's just say they get half a trillion dollars. Guess how much money the United States get to keep? We gave them at our own hard-earned money $500 billion. We thinking it's gonna help our schools, it's gonna our streets, it's gonna do this, it's gonna keep jobs. No, you know where that money go? Straight to their bank account. The government get 20% of all that money. They get 20%. 3 people over there in France get all that money. 3 people over there in England get all that money. And what they say about us, fuck America. As long as they pay me. I don't care what they do over there, as long as they pay me. That's how they feel about us. They say the white people is they niggers. So they better niggerize they niggas because we want our money. Or we gonna start a civil war over there. They gonna start a civil war over here. And they did already. Lincoln didn't fight for black people. Lincoln didn't care for black people. If Lincoln could have had slaves, he would have had slaves. He figured that was the American way. He fought to save our money. We was using American money for America. They came over here, started a war. Said Lincoln was doing this and that. Lincoln just overcame that. So they shot him in the face or in the back of the head because he was getting another term. It wasn't about black people. They care less what they did to us. They care less what they doing to us. They sit there and say, we the white people niggers. And the white people is the English niggers. Or the French niggas, or it don't matter. You go pay them. You go be their slaves. You go do all this for them. They actually know what slavery is. So they making you slaves and you trying to mimic what they doing. So we slaves. So now it's modern day slavery. That's what it really is. And we need to try to get our country back. So if you go look at these. If you go implement these. I'm going to tell you how to get money, you know what I'm saying, without no money in your pocket. So you can start whatever business, whoever you is, you can start a business. Whatever you do, you have a community. You can start a business. You can start making money the right way. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully I have a chance, you know what I'm saying, to tell you and show you what to do with that money. But right now, I'm trying to put money in your pocket because we'll stop killing if somebody put some money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? I was a gangbanger. It was about the money. Right now they gang. I don't know what gang is. Gang don't have no rules, no regulations. You know what I'm saying? It's just live. So See how they even messed that up? You can't even be a gangbanger. But that ain't what I'm talking about. It's about mind control. That's what they doing, mind control. And it ain't the government. The government is slaves. You know what I'm saying? So stop blaming the government. The government is a slave they self. They can't do nothing. They gotta do exactly what somebody else tell them to. Why? Because we gave up our freedom to bankers. We told Queen Elizabeth she ain't getting no money, and we told him we told everybody they ain't getting no money. We standing on this and we standing on this, and that's how the first, you know what I'm saying, Civil War broke out. That's how the first war broke out, because the bankers couldn't really use gold. You only had so much gold, only so much silver, so they couldn't get rich fast enough. They couldn't get in their place fast enough. They couldn't take over fast enough. So they, you know what I'm saying, waited. They made wars and wars and wars until Lincoln changed the money up. No, Frank, you know what I'm saying, President Franklin, he changed the money up. Lincoln did too, but they changed the money up and they paid for it. So look, bro, we gotta do something. It's time to stop burning our own flag. Because that's what we doing in their eyes, burning our own flag. So let's stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? And you people with that rebel flag or that southern flag and all that stuff, that's a racist flag. Stop telling people that ain't this mean this and it mean that. No. That flag came off. The original flag of that was red and white. The body of it, all of it was white with 13 red stripes. That mean the colonies and all them had slaves and they changed to blue. And they threw the blue in there, you know what I'm saying, to represent them as working people. So that's where you get the blue red and all this other stuff. And the racist people just got the one with the X, because X, you know what I'm saying, mean just F everybody. That's why they did that. That's why they got that flag. So when you represent that flag and you talking about, no, it mean this, it mean that, it mean, no, it don't. It means all y'all ignorant. We the only ones have power. It's white power. We own stuff, we control stuff, and y'all stupid. Is you rich? Is you super rich? So you calling yourself stupid, wearing that rebel flag is telling themselves they stupid. So next time you see that rebel flag, next time you see them waving it around, doing it, tell them, do you know the history of that? You know how many rebel flags out there? Because there's 7. For the 7 ones in the South. And all of them had a different one. But do they actually really know what that is? When they made that flag, they had thousands of slaves. They had money. That flag represented money. It represented them being in control of their country. Not our country, not an independent country, they country. And they changed them along. You know what I'm saying? Because really, it was about not letting the bankers get in. We didn't understand that. We was dealing with our own problems. We didn't, you know what I'm saying, see that, recognize that, realize that. But it is what it is. It's your boy Boss. I'm going to holler at you. I'm out.